Alright guys, this message will be for Sagittarius. I hope I have enough time because I do have another dentist appointment today, but alright, so the message that I'm getting for you guys is similar to the one I'm getting for Scorpio. I'm actually doing yours before I do Scorpio, so a little bit out of order, but because I had a dream about Scorpio last night. I went to bed dreaming of Scorpio, and I had a very specific dream, and I got a super specific message. But then when I sat down to do Scorpio's message, you came to mind. So I don't know if you're connected to a Scorpio here, but Scorpio also is in control of change and rebirth, transformation. So I just knew that you had to be first. And here's what I'm getting from it. It's not a bad message. It's beautiful, actually. It just feels like I don't know what's gone on or gone down between you and another person here, but you have some history with each other. History. And whatever has happened is irrelevant from this point moving forward. And the reason I say that is because this individual, unless it's reversed, Crosswatcher or Sagittarius, they are starting to realize something. They've been realizing something, and it's worth it. You're worth it. You have been, or you've come to develop and really show someone your character, is what I'm hearing. Wow, that was strong. Super loud. Your character has shown someone over time who you truly are, that you are a genuine person. You are dedicated to not just them. Maybe they doubted this. Not just your friends. If you have friends, some people keep a really small circle. The people that you have in your life, you're dedicated to them. You're dedicated. If you're a parent, you're very dedicated to your kids or your child if there's only one. It's obvious that you're protective. You're secure in who you are. You know, I don't know why it took this person so long to realize it. Sometimes it just takes people a minute to realize who you are. Maybe they have a lot of trauma. Maybe they have a hard time trusting people. I don't know. But they just, for whatever reason, they didn't see how you really are before, your true colors, your true essence, your soul. It's become apparent. Okay. Something has happened that's shown someone you really are a genuine person. You're a good person. You're loyal. You're fiercely protective of those that you love. You're not one to be with. And not in a mean, like, oh, I'm better than everyone way. You don't even come off like that. Like, your energy is actually very, I'm a calm person. I don't like drama. If drama finds me, that's drama's problem. Like, I want a peaceful life. I just want people to stay in their lane. I stay in mine. I don't wish anybody ill will. You don't hear me talking and gossiping about people. This isn't what I do. I'm not jealous. I'm not needy. I'm not envious of other people. Like, these are all things that over time someone has seen about you. They've seen your dedication, is what I'm hearing. And I think what's made it so obvious is how you're dedicated to you, your mission in life, your purposes in life, and those that you really love. And I think it's made someone realize, like, I really shouldn't lose Sagittarius. They are who they say they are. If this is someone that you already walked away from, or that you were on the way out the door from, energetically speaking, just kind of distant from someone, or you all out pulled away, vice versa, this could be reversed. They want you back, or they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to move on and cut them out of your life. If you've already done it, they want to know if they can have another shot, if they can talk to you again. Can we sit down and talk about some things? Like, it's a little bit like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not seeing who you are initially. It took me some time. I'm sorry it took me so long to realize that you are who you say you are. And you may be thinking inwardly, whether you say it out loud or not, like, no shit, Sherlock, of course I am who I say I am. Do you think that this is Hollywood? Do I look like I'm playing some sort of role here? I am who I am. I'm unapologetically myself. You either like it or leave it. or leave me alone, you know what I mean? Or I'll leave you alone. I'll remove myself if I have to. Like, it's, oh, I just heard, don't start none, won't be none. Like, you're not a cruel person. You're not an evil person. You're not a malicious, vindictive person. If you ever get that way where you are popping off on somebody or snapping on somebody, or it's because you've been pushed to that. But it took, well, I don't know. I keep wanting to say it took somebody a while. It took them a while. That's what I'm going to title this. It took, should I say it like this? It took them long enough. I feel like that's kind of mean. It took them a while. Although it did take them long enough, you know what I mean? Like, this could be like years, months, over a year, like just a long time for someone to see. It's like, oh, now you see I'm genuine. Of course, you're not going to rub it in anybody's faces and say that, but inwardly, you might be thinking it. Like, oh, thank you, you know? I don't know. It's like somebody, I don't know. And listen, there could be a third person here, and I don't mean like love triangle, but it could be. Let's say somebody tried to paint you as a specific person, tried to make it as if, narrate you. Say you were this type of person, you were this, I mean, they could have outright just slandered the hell out of you. Could have been a whole bunch of people that slandered the hell out of you. Somebody who tried to get a whole bunch of people on their team, on their side. This could have been the workplace, could have been in a family, could have been in a romantic situation, a potential romantic situation, could have been friends, all the above combined. It could be a million things. Customers, I don't know. And I'm also hearing a business. Like, I did say career, work, but like if somebody were to be a customer and then they were to like leave a bad review and say this, and this about your company, but it's like not true. Like trying to diminish your character and who you really are. But anyway, if this is the third situation and it's not the person themselves that's realizing, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that to Sagittarius or thought those things or been so hateful and mean and cold and callous and cruel, like they weren't really that way, then it's a third person on the outside, whereas maybe the one who was on the inner side, I'm also hearing interstate, may have tried to make you look a certain way. A third person on the outside is like, no. Like they're seeing that you're not the way someone has tried to make it look like you are. And so either somebody's coming to your defense and also I think going to approach you with some sort of almost like admiration, like, I see you for who you are and you're a good person. Or the person themselves is going to be like, I didn't mean what I said. I didn't mean how I acted. I didn't know what to do. I see how you really are. It's like a hindsight 2020 type thing, If this is a relationship that had some hiccups, ups and downs, it's like somebody's finally coming to terms with the fact that you are the one. You've always been the one. If this is someone who passed on you in the past and maybe they stayed with someone or they chose someone over you, they're coming to terms with the fact that you probably were the better option. That sounds really bad, isn't it? Better option, but you were the one the whole time. And meanwhile, they were over there just not giving you any credit, This could even be a work situation where they just dismissed you like you were nothing after all the hard work you put in and how dedicated and willing you were to come in every single day and pour your all into it and really, like, you cared. You genuinely cared. You were reliable. You were trustworthy. In all scenarios, you're reliable and trustworthy. You are someone that they can call on. And they just, I don't know why it took them so long to see it, but they see it now. If this is, some of you are in a relationship though. If you are, your partner may be like coming to terms and realizing, Sagittarius has been great for me in my life. They've been great for me. They've really stood by me when most people would walk away. Boy, your loyalty is fierce. It's like when you love somebody, you're right there by them. Even if they don't deserve it, and they see it. It's like, oh, now you see it. But is it too late? I don't know. I kind of got that in Libra's message the other day. So it all depends on you, but I think somebody does owe you a type of apology. Whether you're looking for that or not, I don't even think you're looking for that. That's another thing. I don't even think that it bothers you or you even care. You do what you have to do. You don't sit there and like let something eat at you. You handle it how you need to handle it, and then you go about your business. You know? It just rolls right off your shoulders. It is what it is, and you pick back up and you carry forward. Just warrior. But I think it's like, no. I need to tell you this. I want to tell you this. Somebody could be spilling their guts to you, spilling their heart to you. If this is someone coming back around or coming, realizing something that it took them too long to see or it took them a while to see, I think someone may be like, I want you in my life forever. Or I want you to stay in my life forever. I want you to come back. I want to work with you again. I want to make this work. I want to see how we can improve this situation. Like it's like being on board. Someone is on your side now. They're on board with you, like completely. Whereas you've always been on board, or you were genuinely on board with this person. You meant no harm ever, and not to them. I don't think to anybody here, Sagittarius or Crosswatcher, you didn't mean any harm. Why did you get such a hard, why does somebody give you such a hard time here is what I want to know. It seems like highly unfair how you were treated, dismissed, overlooked, used, abandoned, whatever it is, did I already say taken for granted? Like, why? Why do you, I almost feel like, here we go. Like, why have you had to prove yourself so fiercely to somebody or to people, whereas other people seems like they don't have to do it that much, but you've had to prove yourself every single day. You've had to prove yourself with something, and it's like, I'm done proving myself. I'm not going to prove myself at all, I don't know. It's interesting. People are on board with you now, whether it's your children. They support you. They support what you stand for, who you are. They support what you're going for. They see your vision, your dream. They see your heart, your soul, that you're genuine. If you have a current partner, they see it now. They want to work it out, make it work. In all scenarios, it's like it took them a while, but they've come around. They finally come around. Unless this is you, then you finally come around to realize, like, I can trust this person. They're the right fit for me. They're the right fit for the job. They're the right fit for the family, the friend group. They're the right fit for, I can trust them to do what they need to do. I can trust their word that they are who they say they are. Wow. You know what's interesting? I know the timer just went off, but I gotta say one more thing. It's almost like when you stopped caring about if somebody saw it or not, if somebody realized your value and your worth and who you really are, when you stopped trying to prove yourself, maybe you never felt like you had to, but when you stopped just letting something get to you or bother you, or when you didn't worry about it at all, that's when they came around. It's like cutting your energy off, or removing your energy and just focusing on you and saying, all right, well, I can only worry about what I got to worry about. That's it. I can't control anybody else and how they see me. That's on them. It is what it is. I'm not going to just prove myself. I'm not going to sit here and prove myself. Either you trust I am who I say I am, and that I'm a good person. I'm not out to hurt you. I'm not out to lie to you and get something out of you, or you don't. But I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. It's like once you did that, voila, magic. Wow. One more thing though, while it's coming to me. You remember how a minute ago I said there's a third person? Somebody, if there was a group of people, there could have been several that jumped on the bandwagon. One was kind of the ringleader of it though, that tried to make you look a certain way, that they just ran their good mouth about you. Okay, they ran their mouth. And I think this person was jealous of you, but they probably wouldn't have the nuts or the balls or the vagina to admit it. But it became apparently clear. It became very clear to the people around this person, or one in particular, that this individual is jealous of you. Because like they were hating on you for no reason. Like I feel like the person on the outside sat back and kind of watched you or something, sat back and kind of observed your mannerisms and how you are, who you are, what you do on a daily, how you treat other people is what I'm hearing, how you are with those closest to you. And this person's like, this isn't at all how this person's made them out to be. Sagittarius is not at all like that. Crosswatcher is not at all like that. That's another alarm. That's a double alarm. I totally forgot it. See, this is the timer, and then I have my alarm set. Now I'm going to leave it. The time is now. I guess we should be prepared for you to expect some sort of clarity from someone. The clarity is going to be someone talking to you about, it's like clearance, not like a clearance rack, but like, okay, we're good to go now, or I see who you are now. Like maybe a talk, maybe some sort of talk or clarity from another person and how they view you, see you, how they view or see something that you do, something you're pursuing, and they're on board. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.